Hello and welcome along to further frustration from our one club story with Hemel Hempstead Town and me, Daniel. It's part 148 of the Tudor Times today, and FM22 is coming back to bite me on the backside. We've talked about it in the comments. The goals are so inconsistent. None of our strikers can find form, and a few of them struggling for fitness too. We back up good, efficient performances with really poor results. And today, it's not going to get any easier. We face Manchester United before the international break, 3 points behind us and regulars in the top two the last 5 or 6 years. And then Tottenham Hotspur away from home, the runaway leaders finally performing as their squad would suggest they should. This is going to get messy if we're not very careful. So if you're looking forward to finding out how we get on and whether any of our strikers can find a regular goal scoring form, then please do put a thumbs up on the video and subscribe down below for daily FM22 content. It's been an exciting couple of days on the channel. We've started a new season with a transfer special in the Viborg save. We also had a brand new FM experiment and a new episode of Top 3. All of those are up in the eye above, as well as the football podcast where the championship season is underway and we're back in business as a result. You can find all the other key links down in the description below, and you can support the show as a channel member by clicking the join button if you wish. But let's go and get straight into this, because it was all just starting to come together, and then you get the kick in the backside. Let's go and have a look at the schedule, because since you were last with me, we picked up 4 successive wins and actually started to score a bit more regularly, albeit the defence was getting worse. But then the Newcastle game. Oh, the Newcastle game. Let's have a look at what happened before that, when times were a little bit brighter. A 4-0 convincing win at home to Sheffield United, by far our best Premier League performance of the season. Tyrese Ricketts scored 2, and then for the second time this season, he scored a goal in a game, got injured for the game after. You just can't write it. Azoma and Vass got the other 2 before a 3-1 win at Rapid Vienna. Vass and Joe and Jack Hannafan with an early set piece. A win away at Liverpool, which is result of the season, but it was lucky. It was basically the reverse of the Arsenal game. Like that match, we went behind after 3 minutes, but in contrast to that game, they then got an early red card. Instead of German Moreira doing something stupid, it was Burak, one of their players, and Stamatis and Azoma took advantage as we turned it around with a 2-1 win, albeit they had a late goal ruled out that was questionable, to say the least. We then won 3-2 at Derby in the Carabao Cup. They only had 1 shot on target but ran us close. Tyrese Ricketts off the bench to nick it after Joe and Srubeck had scored first half goals. Then at home to Newcastle. Let me just show you the stats. I think it sums it up perfectly this season. We had 27 shots, only hit the target 8 times, expected goals of 2.34 and 64% possession. They had 7 shots, hit the target 6 times, expected goals of less than 1, won 2-0. It's going to be one of those seasons, isn't it? We backed it up with a 4-0 win against Rapid Vienna, as we'd probably expect in a Champions League. But this time, Carlos Torres got a brace, and I'm just hoping that can be the turning point for him. Last season's top scorer, not really hit any kind of form this year. Please let it be the moment, because if him and Ricketts can get scoring, the rest will fall into place. And Joe and Srubeck got a goal each there as well. But ahead of the Manchester United game, it's really frustrating. And if they start to find form as well, I still have confidence we'll make the top 4. But United, Tottenham and Liverpool, they are the 3 squads on paper that are better than ours. And if we don't keep pace now, there might be trouble. So let's go through to the fixtures. The fact that no one has scored more than 3 Premier League goals tells us exactly where our problem is. But if we start conceding goals regularly as well, there's going to be big trouble in the near future. They've signed Federico Blanco, who is a superstar player in midfield. Tavares still going strong up front, and Musiala, the only real player from the start of the game in their squad. We're going to make big changes from the Champions League match in midweek. We've got a sold out Stadium MK. Is that having an impact on home performances too? I don't know, but let's go and have a look at our lineup. And I talked a lot about the frustrating trend with Ricketts. Well, it's continued here because Torres scored 2 in midweek, then picked up a knock. He's not available to be in the squad today. He'll then go away on international duty and that form will probably be gone. But we've got Ricketts and Azoma up front. Interestingly, both of them are wanted by big clubs. Azoma Atletico Madrid, but more importantly, Tyrese Ricketts is wanted by Bayern Munich. Could we get a swap deal for Rickett? Because I want the tried and trusted back. Selling him for 175 million, whilst essential for realism, is the most frustrating thing we've done in this save, because we would have won everything with him in the squad by now. The rest of the team, though, virtually picks itself. We've gone for Chauvin over Mellon at right back today. I'm almost tempted to bring in Alberto Vaz for Coronel, because Coronel's not had a great season, but for the big game, we're going to stick with him. It means we've got a squad of John Moore in goal, Klaas and Chauvin the fullbacks, with Zaruk and Hannafan at centre-half. We've had an injury for the last few weeks to our other centre-half, Jura. He's not quite back to fitness yet. Should be after the internationals. We've got Andreka, Stamatis, Coronel and Martin, the midfield diamond, Azoma and Ricketts up front. So let's submit the team into the first game today. This could get ugly if we don't win this one. Diego Simeone still only in that job because of the fact we rejected a United interview last summer. But let's have a look at their team today. It's strong. I would expect them to be up competing with us and probably above us come the end of the year. But let's get through the tunnel interview into the first half. Just let the strikers find form. Well, a very quiet 20 minutes and we're back with Manchester United attacking down the left-hand side. Brook puts the ball into the box which Klaas clears and he's up to Azoma. Can we counter? He turns but has to go back to Chauvin. Has support down the line. He's going to turn backwards though. It's the safe option every time until Stamatis goes long. Ricketts gets on the end of it and it's straight at the keeper again. How many one-on-ones? I'd love to know it as a percentage. Compared to last season, I mean, we're going to have to drill into the data hub at the end of this year because it's been spectacular. The number of one-on-ones missed compared to previous years is startling. It's so noticeable. And at half-time, despite having the better of the game, yes, it's been fairly even still. It's 0-0, but we've had the only glorious chance. I'm going to ask the lads to give the fans their money's worth and hopefully get a little more out of them. Because it's going to be a short episode if both games are like this, but maybe we have to get used to a low-scoring team. As Hannafan picks the ball up at the back to Coronel, into Martin and Ricketts and Azoma. We've gone through them brilliantly there. And Azoma, I was about to say, why has he shot from distance when he had space to run into for a one-on-one? But who cares? It seems he caught the keeper off guard more than me. It was straight at him. It might have swerved a bit in the air, but it goes through him for 1-0 and it's a goal for a striker. So I'm not going to complain about anything. Though I will if we concede straight from the kickoff, though Blanco gives it away. And Drecker and Stamatis play a 1-2 and it's up to Azoma. Can we finally build confidence from one of these performances? Build on a goal and make it a great display. Chauvin chips it in. Azoma's up. Can't get there. Fatty brings it away to Brooks, who goes long downfield. Up towards Zaruk. He's been really good the last few weeks, although struggling a bit today. Coronel finds Azoma though. Sliding challenge lands at Ricketts' feet. To Martin, through to Azoma. Oh, he can't beat the keeper. Another one-on-one goes begging. I'm going to take Chauvin off on a yellow card and struggling for fitness for Mellon. The former City man against his old rivals. It's out for a throw-in on the left-hand side. With an hour gone, 1-0 Hemel Hempstead Town, and we've deserved it. We've got a free kick now, though, about 25-30 yards out. Left-footed angle for Andreka. Can he produce the goods? Blocked by Tavares with his head. It's away downfield. Fabian gets there first. It's a 2-on-3. Hopefully we get back. Andreka does. Fair play to him. Recovered from that free kick really well. Hannafan at the back to Klaas. Down the line to Coronel. Another one struggling for fitness. Picks out Ricketts this time, though, who gets to the byline on the left. Delivers the cross. There's two in there. Santin clears first. Blanco out to Musiala. United will start to push men forward here. And this is where we have to worry. Can we deal with the counters? Tavares, back to Blanco and Santin. Lovely switch to Musiala. You know they're just going to nick one, don't you? In towards Tavares, out to Santin. Smashes the woodwork from distance. Zaruk wins the header and again. And it's away as far as Brook, but the danger's not gone. Now hopefully it is. Coronel will be replaced by Vaz. We've got 26 minutes to go. Hopefully we can get on top, get a second goal and just calm this game down. Well, there's struggles for fitness in midfield again. There's struggle for form with Klaas at left back. But I'm going to go for Andreka to be replaced by De Vita. Slightly more experienced. It's the one position you have to have legs because he's dropping in as that third centre-half. I'm also, with 5 minutes to go, going to drop to balanced and I'm going to drop the fullbacks to defensive duties. I want a very solid back four in there. So they're going to do that. Vaz will go on to a support duty in centre midfield. And I think we're going to leave it at that just for the last 5. If we get to the 90th minute, we're going to try and time waste our way to a 1-0. I know it's not pretty. I know we're not free scoring and I know we're not great to watch at the minute, but I've given you years of that. This is about winning now. Let's get the time wasting on. Let's be disciplined. Let's slow the ball down. Let's hold our shape. You all know the drill. Drop the line of engagement. We're not even going to prevent the distribution. We need to get this 1-0 win. Just let us hold on. 3 minutes of stoppage time left. It's a United corner. You can write it, can't you? Oh, it's off the line. It's bobbling around all over the shop. I've no idea who it was that was on the far post, but they kept it out and we win 1-0. That is all that matters. We had a late scare, but we deservedly win. Again, though, look at the stats. 22 shots, 8 on target. Expected goals is 2, and we relied on a goalkeeping error from 1 long-range strike. We're missing so many good chances. It's going to come back to haunt us this season. We have to get goals soon. Tyrese Ricketts goes away on international duty now. He'll probably score hat-tricks galore again for Jamaica. But when he comes back to face top of the table Spurs, we need a reaction on the pitch from him. With the international break over, we are back to face league leaders Tottenham Hotspur. It is tightening up a little. They were held, so we're only actually 2 points off the top of the league, despite all our complaining and lack of goals up front. Liverpool right up there. We'd expect them to be champions again. But we've got a chance. If we lose this, of course, we could start dropping down. But let's try and close the gap and even go ahead of Spurs today. So rightly or wrongly, I'm going to stick with a lot of what we had in the last game. I'm going to play both of the tired or fatigued or lacking condition centre-halves because it's easier to just bring Hanifan on for the one that breaks down rather than trying to guess and pick and choose from the start. We're going to go for Class again at left-back. We're going to go for the Vitta in the holding role. Louise in for Stamatis in the middle. I'm sticking with the front three though, despite the assistant recommending changes. So that means from the last game, it's Jura in for Hanifan, it's Mellon in for Chauvin, De Vitta in for Andreka, Louise in for Stamatis. Let's go and get into it. League leaders Tottenham v Hemel Hempstead Town. Both sides surely struggling after the international break. We got the small matter of Inter in 3 days' time as well, so thank God we're already through in that one. Luis Enrique's side is packed with superstars. Scott Lane is the best centre-half in the world alongside a very experienced Eric Garcia. Gavi's still in there as well, but the ones that have come through are superb. They've got a wonderful squad. They've got bags of talent, youth, experience and multiple players in their prime. This is going to be a tough test for us. We need them to get an early red card like Liverpool did, but I'm not sure they're going to be quite so forthcoming. And we're going straight from the kick-off, which might not bode well. And away from home to a top side, I've started on positive by mistake. Need to go back to balance quick as the ball back to John Moore in goal. Plays out to Class. Here's Jura and De Vitta. Moore goes long with the big kick downfield. Eric Garcia underneath it. Gets it wide to Højveld and Gavi down the line. Plenty of attacking talent here, but Class wins it back high up the pitch. Finds Azoma and Martin. Can we break away? No. A little bit dallying in possession there from Martin. And he's caught out as Milne brings it away at left back. It's been a lightning pace start. Little bit erratic, little bit chaotic. But still a very good game as Ricketts picks the ball up to Coronel. He's in. First minute of the game. Oh, it's straight at the keeper. The other half of the goal is completely free. And he's put it straight at the goalkeeper. Coronel takes the corner kick to the back post. Headed away as far as Louise. Gets into the box. His shot's blocked. And he's out for another corner. That was a glorious opportunity. Another one-on-one goes begging. We're going to get to see the corner though. Coronel with an outswinger this time. To the back post. Headed in. Oh, I didn't see anyone behind Jura bar the keeper. I think he might have been off. And annoyingly, I think Mellon's original one might have been going in anyway. I think this will be disallowed. It is. 0-0. 2 great chances gone. Good start though. Good first couple of minutes. And we're back just 4 minutes later as Spurs are playing out from the back with Højveld and Eric Garcia. You can see the quality we've got. We're competing with all of these sides. The only time we didn't really compete is when we went down to 10 against Arsenal. The issue we've got here as they head over the bar is we haven't got a clinical edge. Give us Mario Ricca back. We walk the league in my opinion. As Højveld throws in, Jura intercepts for Martin. Back to Coronel, who goes long to Ricketts. I wouldn't mind Mailton back as well, I can't lie. Class releases Ricketts again to Martin. Gets himself in. Good defending on the cover. And it's long downfield. Who's going to mop up? Of course, it's Rodrigo De Vitta. Finds Louise. Back to Zaruk. Not had many league opportunities, Luis. Played a lot in the Cups, a lot in Europe, but this is a real chance to shine against one of the best in Europe. Zaruk plays out from the back to De Vita. Into Carlos Martin. You can see we're better in possession. Coronel's through ball just overhit, and Scott Lane gets there. Back to his goalkeeper. Long kick flicked on. Oh, we've been caught. Class, what are you doing back there? Not the best bit of defending. Allows the cross in. The header hits the post. Hits the keeper. It could have gone anywhere. And it goes back into the box. Skyham puts it in for 1-0 Spurs. Such a lackadaisical bit of defending. Lost his man over his shoulder. And there you go. 1-0 despite our great start. And we're back straight away on the right-hand side. As here's Azoma to Luis. Can we finally take a chance? Mellon gives it to Azoma. Mellon again. Into Luis. Back to De Vita. Late challenge there from Spurs. I thought we were going to get a repeat of the Liverpool game. Jura in the centre circle. Up to Azoma. To Martin. To Luis. To Azoma. Is he on? He wasn't, but Ricketts might have been. And the commentary sums it up. How has he missed that? It's not even straight at the keeper this time. It's yards wide. The goalkeeper's doing backflips in his own box. No idea what that's about. I cannot believe he's not hit the target there. What's going on this year? Are we just being punished for something? Because it's every single one-on-one chance. It feels like we only score screamers and set pieces, to be honest. As De Vita, in the holding role, finds Zaruk. It's been a great game to watch. Are we sure we're still on key highlights? Because we're seeing everything here. Jura finds Class at left back. The man caught out for the goal. Going to encourage them because they're struggling a little bit at the moment. As Ricketts gets himself in. He scored one. He scored a one-on-one. The world is erupting. Tyrese Ricketts puts it in. Class makes amends for his poor mistake for the Spurs goal. And Tyrese Ricketts, my word, he's actually finished one. Fantastic. And here we are again with Spurs in midfield. As Skyham picks the ball up to start a counter-attack. Demachuk up front does really well. Finds Olguin. And it's out to the left-back Milne. Plays it into midfield. They just look like they could carve us open at any point. And the difference is they've got ruthlessness. They've got a clinical edge. And if they have 3 chances, they'll probably score 2 goals minimum. Demachuk gets in again. Releases Olguin. There he is from the edge, just wide. John Moore, I think, had it covered. It remains 1-1, but it's been a very even game, and it's nice to see that we've finally taken a chance. Arland's on the score sheet again. He's doing us a favour, even though he's left. He gives them the lead, Leicester, against Liverpool, who are one of our title rivals. So let's get into the second half. Ask the lads to do it for the fans. Just give us a moment. One screamer will do. And here we are approaching the hour mark as Spurs are coming down the left-hand side with Milne. Delivery into the box, which John Moore gathers. Has calmed down a bit this game since the break, so hopefully that's a good sign for us. As John Moore goes long, it's aimless. It's straight at Scott Lane. Chipped over the top. Zaruk heads away. Both centre-halves struggling with the lack of fitness and the quality they're up against. As Luis goes back to Jura. Has support on the left, but goes short to De Vita. Finds Zaruk. Has he got that magical pass in him? Not really. Goes Mellon. Back to Zaruk again. And it's back to the keeper. Why did we need to see that? This might be one of those magical goals with 50 passes. But if not, that was a waste of 10 seconds. As Class back to Jura yet again. We still haven't made it out of the back 4. Zaruk. We've been in possession about 45 seconds now. Azoma to Luis. Chips over to Coronel. Oh, it is one of those goals. It's a wonderful move. Luis with the assist, Coronel in behind. No mistake this time. Dinks it delicately over the keeper. The finish that got us so many goals the last 3 or 4 years. And it's finally come back. It's a lovely move. Jura gives it to De Vita. I've got to stop complaining about the passes. Take as many as you want back there. Coronel turns to Martin. Got Luis in support. He's been released with a bit of space here. Over to Ricketts. It's a great ball. And it's saved by the goalkeeper. Luis is stepping up to the plate in a very big game here. And I'm not sure that I can hold him back too much longer as Coronel puts the corner in. Headed away to Højfeld. And with 25 to go, we're ahead. And I'm going to change shape. Just shore things up a little in defence. So I'm going to change to the tactic with the 3 flat midfielders. I'm going to bring on Alberto Vaz for Carlos Martin. I'm going to take Azoma off, who's not had the best game, for Carlos Torres, who was brilliant last time he was actually fit. I'm going to save the last sub because Mellon at right back struggling, and we've also got the 2 centre-halves with fatigue. So we're going to drop to balance with that. We're going to have Luis in the middle of the 3, Alberto Vaz, the centre midfielder, on attack. I think that's the best we can do to protect these lads. 4-1-3-2, we hold our shape and we go a bit more direct over the top. We're just under 20 minutes to go and we're on the front foot again with Ricketts to Class. It's a shame Delgado's injured because he would have been coming on here as De Vita gets it to Luiz. Give us a third. Vass through the lines to Torres, off the bench and into the back of the net. I think he's onside. VAR's checking. If Torres and Ricketts can both score and find form, we are in for a good couple of months. He's got the goal. And after losing to Newcastle, I would not have banked on 6 points from these two games. Zarouk picks the ball up at the back, and it looks like we're going to get over the line as Jura goes wide to Class. Over the top towards Ricketts. He's in behind again. Gets one-on-one. Puts it wide again. And a bit like Srubek on the opening day of the season, yes, he's scoring goals, but he's still missing a few too many chances for my liking. We've got 5 minutes left. I was about to make a change, but this free kick's going in. I can tell you now. Olguin, there you go. Top corner. Never, ever in doubt. Let's make a change at the back. De Vita will come off for Ndreka. We know that holding role. We have to have a little bit more of a solid base. So with 89 minutes gone, let's go and change the tactics. We're going to go defensive fullbacks. It's a clinging on job, just like United. Defensive fullbacks, supporting midfielders. We don't want to go any more aggressive than that. We're going to go for time wasting, discipline, holding shape, slowing down. 2 games in a row. It's a very different style of game this. But if we can nick the win, again, I don't care how we do it. 3 goals scored, dodgy at the back. Defence looking nervous and a free kick for Spurs. It might equalise before we get the chance. 5 minutes added on. The shot's over from Milne. Please, please, please let it happen. Oh, every time. Every single time Tyrese Ricketts has scored a goal this year, he has then come off injured. It's so infuriating because he can't get any consistency into his game. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I've never seen anything like it. That's 3 games he's scored in now, in the league or Champions League, and he's got injured in all of them or not been available for the next game. So frustrating as Milne puts in a cross. If they equalise here, I'm going to end up very upset as Højveld from distance just over the bar. I don't think the keeper had it covered either. But we hold on. It's a 3-2 win. Is the final whistle going to go? We played 98 minutes. It's scandalous. We do win 3-2. We just about deserved it. 6 big points. We go ahead of Spurs. And Liverpool, if they did lose to Leicester, we're top of the league after a frustrating start. It would be remarkable. Well, we do go top of the league. Arland did score the winner against Liverpool to help out his old club. Tyrese Ricketts is out for 6 weeks. We're going to be reliant on midfield and defensive goals again. I've never seen anything like this. Every single time he scores, Bayern, offer me the swap deal, please. Let's get to the schedule. When are we going to be back? How am I still finishing on a negative there? Do you know what? I'm going to get all the way through to the new year, I think. We're going to come back at the start of January, maybe for the City game, maybe the FA Cup third round or somewhere in that region. Obviously, it might depend on how other cup ties go because we'll have a Carabao Cup semi if we get past Fulham. But if you're looking forward to that and you did enjoy those 2 big, but again, pretty unconvincing wins, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comments what you think I can do up front because it's becoming a scandal now, to be honest. But if we keep getting results, if we nick a Premier League title in the season we played the worst football, I can't complain, can I? I have to accept it. If you want to stay up to date and find out if we can get over the line and find a goal-scoring striker in January, then do subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on for daily FM22 content. There's links in the eye above to all the big stuff from last weekend. The new season with Viborg is up there, as well as the new experiment and the new episode of Top 3. There's also our football podcast as the championship season starts again with regular predictions. And of course, any key links that aren't up there will be down in the description below. But thank you for watching as always. It is greatly appreciated. The new experiment is above my head now. Please do give it a try. And I'll see you again next time for a big episode with Hemel Hempstead Town as we look to hold on to top spot in the Premier League table.